Well. GM. G. To the M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Forge and Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out and anyone in between. Welcome back. And welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel. Baby.
Woo!
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 Woo! Let's really wake up those neighbors on a Friday morning. It's Friday night. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? It's Friday night. It's Saturday, Sunday. Woo! It's finally Friday. We made it, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are back live and prime time for episode 684 of this fine morning program on this fantastic Friday morning, March the 7th, 2025. And I hope you're ready to come alive because we got more motivation, more inspiration, more good vibrations and high level conversation than you're going to know what to do with coming your way over the next hour to hour and a half or so, baby. And if you don't know, you won't know. I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down those aforementioned motivational and inspirational rabbit holes that you ain't never heard of before. Now, before we tap into said show, before we get on the proverbial show train and away we go, we must humbly ask you to do a few things. Maybe, just maybe, if you can find it in that big old heart of yours to do so this morning, maybe you could take a quick moment to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently adjusting the Forge and Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on the YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell right down there yonder next to the subscribe button so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. And maybe if you're enjoying this morning's program, you could think about hitting that little like button over here somewhere so you could help that algo go and flow on the old tube of the U variety. Or maybe you don't like the tube of the U variety. Maybe you enjoy a little more censorship-free platform like the old RUMBLE. And if that's the case, maybe you could smash that subscribe button. Maybe you could turn on that notification bell. Maybe you could hit that like button as well and help that old algo go and flow on the old rumbell. but maybe you don't like either one of those platforms. Maybe you're not a Tube of the U variety watcher. Maybe you're not a Rumbell watcher. Maybe you got one app you enjoy, the old X app. So if you're tuning live in prime time from the Future Everything app, take a moment, please, to hit that heart button, smash that repost button, and crush that quote post button. And let the people know on the X timeline why you have decided to tune in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last, but certainly not least,
if you are listening to this podcast on your favorite podcast directory like Apple, Amazon, or potentially even watching on Spotify as well, maybe you could give us a follow, hit that subscribe, leave us a 5-star rating, or honestly just take a quick moment to smash the shit out of whatever button you see on your screen, because it only helps us grow and flow on all those platforms as well. Nah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
as for all you beautiful, oh shit, sorry, I mean to hit you. My bad. Damn, I got a little too excited. Sorry, I bunked you right on the head. My bad. I'm sorry, I bunked you right on the head. My oh, get me back centered. What the fuck? My shout out to all you beautiful human beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. Holy shit, I've knocked everything off of the bat. Hopefully you have knocked those buttons out of commission just as much as I almost knocked my camera out of commission. Thank you if you already have. If you've smacked the shit out of them, we can't thank you enough. But maybe you haven't. Maybe you're sitting there with a little the arms crossed and a scowl on your face.
Wrong.
Why do I need to hit those buttons? What's in it for me, Cap?
Be rude.
I just showed up to this show. Why don't you stop with this stupid intro and just fucking get on with it already?
Well, if that sounds like you, sounds like you need this show. And maybe if this show turns that frown upside down for you, maybe it makes you laugh, maybe it makes you cry, maybe it makes you think, maybe it gives you some perspective that helps you get through this day, you might just say, that's some pretty solid shit right there. And if so, don't be a hoe. Share the show. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Let somebody know. And we will proceed with this morning's program. That's right, my friends. Here we are once again, ready to fire you up on a Friday morning, wrap up this electric week of growth. We're bound to go nuclear. You know the vibes on episode 684 on this beautiful March the 7th, 2025. You've heard some bells ringing, some glass breaking, some Ric Flairs wowing. You've heard some Macho Man Randy Savage, but you haven't heard the one that would indicate that D-double-E-Z-double-Y, Derek DZ Snow, my man, your guy's in the building.
Lightweight, baby!
There it is. Little Ronnie Coleman, one time for my lightweight slanging, iron pumping, bowling ball bench pressing, personal training, fitness finessing, Mr. Producer of this fine program. But we're about to start. Oh boy, we got a lot on the horizon. We were having some conversations last night. Holy fuck, some things about to change it. And he had that DZ, he had that DZ high smile going on. He just looking at the camera. Just looking at the camera, didn't know what the fuck. He said, I'm just soaking it all in. Classic DZ line number 3. That you just look in the book of D's. That's just soaking it all in. Shout out D-double-E-Z-double-Y. We love you, my guy. But we got another man here who I was out on the town with yesterday. A man who just happened to see live in the prime time what I might just be able to do if I put a little work in. What I might just be able to stir up if I get the old feelers out in the community. And now all of a sudden, speaking of community, we might just be the next greatest thing to land right in the MFing community. My friends, a little cryptic. Maybe we talk about it. Maybe we don't. Maybe we promote it. Maybe we don't. Who's to say, who's to know? You're just going to have to pay attention as we go through this show and the rest of everything being Diamond Hand Media Group, because joining us now is the founder of the Grandpa Ape Country Club. The lead pro on the GACC Greens, if you will.
What?
Life's better on the greens. If you don't know, you won't know. A professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog. A musical catalog that is about to get flexed this evening. So if you have a party or something going on, maybe some friends sitting around a fire, maybe you want a little bit of vibe for that fire and your old iPod Nano just died on you and you need something, well, plug in to twitch.com/swirl1 and you might just get you a vibe that you say, holy shit, what is that deep down inside? I don't need that iPod. He's a human iPod.
What?
A purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
A curator of high-level energy.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
The jet plane flying.
What?
McLaren driving.
What?
Integral window smashing. One day Integral window fixing.
What?
The Rolex rocking.
What?
Jesus piece dangling.
What?
The man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, with an emphasis on the one.
What?
My friends, get on your feet and put your hands together for the heavy hitter himself, Mr. Turned Up himself, Chicagoland's very own, the one, the only. DJ Swirl One.
Wow. The lights are bright today. I might need to turn them down.
Hey, great morning, Swirl One. How you doing over there?
Wow, that's better. Wow. I was like,
Hey.
yo.
Live from the greens, huh?
Yeah, life's great. There, whatever. Hey, great to see everybody. How you doing? What's up? Hey, just so you know, I just do myself off center too. Look at that.
Hey man, you gotta be
It's one
careful.
of those
You
days,
gotta be
bro.
careful,
Bro.
man. It's not. Hey, I think we got too much
Man,
energy
that's funny.
going.
My OCD is gonna drive me insane now that I see it like that. All right, hey, he's ready. He's ready.
I'm ready.
He's ready. He's ready to party tonight. Oh, and Popeye's ready too, by the way.
I'm ready.
Popeye's ready too. Oh, bro, we're in it. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good day. TGIF Day, Grandpa. It's Friday. I'm so glad you are here. Welcome to the morning show that starts your day the right way, baby. Hey, I love that. Hey, my name is Swirl One. I'm so happy to bring some vibes to you this morning. If you would be so kind as to make sure you stay hydrated and grab yourself a bucket of water, a glass of water, maybe a bottle of water, because this right here, if you drink it all day, will make your life better, make your mind clear, and make your sight more clear, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I lost that last piece. It didn't go.
It'll make your life
However,
better.
huh?
It'll make your life better. And
It will make your life better.
you don't have my 101 GAC
I
blue
know.
diamond grill
That's
cup. so-
crazy. There's a lot of things I have, but that is not one of them.
101, dude. 101.
But I do have, look at this bad boy.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. You compensating for something there, bro?
Might be compensated for lack of said giraffe right next to me. So I had to get me something a little different so I can always have hot coffee, because if not, well, my coffee would get cold. And then I would sit here and I'd look at it and I'd be sad. And then DZ would have to play the song and I'd just be like crying because my coffee is cold. And I'd be like, my swing line, my red swing line.
Somebody clip it. I dare you. Put it out on a timeline.
Oh man, whatever. Great morning to you guys. If you would be also so kind as to use that device you have there and send out a DM, a text message, a link to the show. And I'm not just saying, repost every time. I understand if the cap thing doesn't suit your fancy and you don't like to cloud up your motivational, inspirational timeline with us, then you know what? That's okay. You can send it on the back message, the back screens, the back pages. Remember back page? That was a long time ago.
Whoa,
Damn, I got some stories about that. That's
take me back. You and me both.
Show. Let me tell you something.
Woo, you and me both, son.
Oh no, these are some crazy stories. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, send a DM, send a text message, send a link to the show, and somebody out there just might enjoy what you send this morning. And it might even start their day on the right foot or left foot, depending on what's more dominant for them. So however that works, whatever. I'm done. I got to sit here and sip this badass coffee and get ready for some laughs.
Well, welcome to the show, Swirl One. Great to have you here. Long time no see. Not like we were out making moves and busting plays yesterday.
Oh, yeah. We were definitely in the know, in the place to be.
Oh, we were in the place to be. That's for sure. And, that tweet that I put out, post I put out a little while back ago, the Chicagoland area, I don't know if they're ready. Diamond Hand Media Group will be synonymous with events in the Chicagoland area, and I'm going to keep speaking it into existence. I'm going to keep speaking it into truth because we had an amazing meeting yesterday. Shout out to our friends over at Ace Places. If any of you happen to be tuning in this morning, shout out to each and every one of you. We're looking forward to a lot of synergies in the future. Who's to say, who's to know? We got some things will be coming out. Keep your eyes peeled on the timeline and maybe as we carry on with this show. But my friends, Swirl One said it. If you don't know, you won't know, but we begin this show a very specific way. See, we don't like to just get the old show car steaming down the E-way, just going 180 miles an hour, just fucking shit.
You got to ease into it.
Easy now. I mean, fuck, we just cold started the doggone thing for crying out loud. I mean, it's
you got to warm it up.
It's still a little loud in that old garage. We got to simmer down just a little bit before we take off out into the world. All right. So, while we get all buttoned up, let's let the hair down a little bit. Let's maybe chill out for a moment. And whatever you're doing, get ready for your morning laugh. That's right. We begin by chuckling. Get those abs muscles rumbling and let those knees start slapping. Because, my friends, you better believe it. Why would I do anything different? Why would we not bring the vibes all the way up to the sky to get this show started? You better believe it. Count them 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-pack on your Friday. Woo! My friends, we begin your morning laughs with a high quality video. And this here goes out to all the mothers and sons. If you got a mother out there and you were a little rascal growing up, which I definitely was, and that guy on that side of the screen may or may not have been. Sometimes you pull a little prank on old mama. Every once in a while, you scared her, or you jumped around the corner, or you did something crazy, and oh boy, mama about ripped your head off your body every single time, but you just love doing it. So this, my friends, is that exact situation, but now the young man is all grown up. And he is still finding ways to pull pranks on mama.
Just let it. She gonna beat your daddy's ass.
Hey, that guy right there, he was brave. He already knows he's going to get into some shit for that one. How are you going to let the eat, bro?
The caption sheet, let that one go.
I'm telling you, ladies don't let that kind of stuff go. Do you realize? Oh, man. I might just say this. I would probably know something like that was happening when I was like, why do we say this? By the way, why is this right? But
I thought women had premonition or whatever that thing was. They knew women's intuition. That thing.
I
thought they had that.
That does not. No. No.
Bruh.
You got great intuition, but you got 4 kids and 3 baby daddies. Yeah, you got great decision making skills.
Foresight there, buddy.
Woo, intuition on the map, baby. Yeah, you keep doing it, sweetheart. You got it. You're right. Yes, you do. A little prank of the day for you. Who's to say, who's to know? And if you decide to pull a prank on your mom, do not blame it on this show over the course of the weekend. Do not have
we had nothing to do with that.
We didn't have shit to do with that. I'm saying it right here. We're both saying it right here, right now. Don't you put that shit on us, Kyle. Your second laugh of the day was sent over by Swirl One yesterday. And man, I tell you what, I find these laughs and then I start finding more laughs. It's like, son of a bitch, we could have 30 laughs here on this doggone show to start today. But this right here is a prime example of why myself, just me personally, why I will never be leaving the internet.
Everybody shaking and we're staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
All right, we can do it. Okay.
No matter what I do, all I
think about you.
Ooh, listen, baby, ain't no mountain, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide.
Riding, baby.
Oh, baby, baby, ooh.
Yeah.
Baby, your heart.
You ready? Take your time, okay? Me and you, don't be nervous.
Should have bought you flowers. All the time I turn around, brothers gather around, always looking at me up and down, looking at my. I just want to say it now, I ain't turn around, don't draw my little mama. I don't want
Until we meet again.
Shit.
I love that shit, bro. I don't care. That's hilarious to me. Those people are so creative. How do they just know? How do they know?
That's how my messed up content head works now, man. I see something like that, I'm like, oh, I could do something. Like, I actually saw one of those videos the other day, and I was like, you know what? Should I put my reaction behind that? Should I do something? It was like, I don't know what. No, this girl, she was taking a video, and it was just a video of a jar, and it was honey. She's like, have you ever heard of pine cone honey? And it was a bunch of fucking pine cones in a jar with honey. Somebody was like, have you ever heard of mustard pennies? Fucking had mustard. And then they're like, you ever heard of cilantro nails? And just had like cilantro nails. You ever heard of syrup socks? And just like,
Come on, dude.
just stupid ass shit.
Yeah, I love people,
So
man.
stupid.
I love people. They're so funny.
Woo!
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
Speaking of, I love
I
people.
did it again.
Oh, baby, baby. Oops. Ah! Speaking of, I love people. You know, people these days will do anything to get an advantage. They'll try anything to get a little bit ahead in the game. And you know,
Oh man.
this one here goes out to my man Jared Albright. I saw it last night, and if you don't laugh at this, you're just pure gay. That's all you are. Who's to say, who's to know? As he said on Thursday's meeting, if you don't laugh at that, you're just gay. So my friends,
Isn't he gay, dude? Hold on.
yeah, that's the whole point. But isn't it funny? How does that even work? I don't know how. But it's GHEY, not GAY. Who's to say? GHEY, because we like GAY. GHEY is
Killing me
really-
right now, bro. I don't understand this.
So
Triple entendres here.
I don't. It's Freudian. Something in between. Who's to say? Who's to know? However, my friends, this goes out to Jared Albright as we have found
Oh man.
some gay parking spots.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Is this your vehicle?
Yes.
Are you gay by chance?
Hmm?
Are you gay by chance?
No.
You're not? Well, you're actually parked in the gay parking only.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw that sign.
Oh, no.
Gay parking, yeah, so
No kidding. I better get out of here.
I already wrote the ticket, sir.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
It's gonna be $89.
What?
Or
That doesn't make any sense.
unless you tell me you're gay, I can let you go.
Okay, I'm gay.
Oh, you are gay. Why didn't you just say that?
Okay.
All right, sir, so
Bye.
you just have to answer a few questions or else I'm gonna have to write the ticket.
This doesn't
I'm
make
sorry,
any sense.
rules are rules, all right? So can you answer the questions?
What's that?
All right, so can you give me your best gay voice to prove that you're gay?
I'm very gay.
What's that? Oh, you're gay? Okay. How many men have you slept with, sir?
Nobody.
So-
I'm in the closet.
All right, next question. Are you a top or a bottom? Like in bed, are you on top or are you on bottom?
This is a scam.
It's part of the LGBTQ community.
Scam.
I'm sorry, sir. On a scale 1 through 10, how gay are you?
I'm really gay, but I hate you.
Sir,
Scam.
sir, rules are rules.
Bruh.
I'm really gay, but I hate you. It is his fucking gay voice. I'm really gay. I mean, geez, at least you could practice it just a little bit. What the fuck?
Dude, that's hilarious.
Jiminy Christmas. Holy fuck. Excuse me, sir. You are parked in the gay parking spot. I'm gonna have to issue an $89 ticket unless you answer some questions.
Rules are rules.
I haven't slept with any. I'm in the closet.
I'm in the closet, bro. I'm just gonna start saying that shit when I ask people questions. Hey, dude, rules are rules, man.
Rules are rules, bro. Rules are rules. Ooh. Am I the only one who gives a shit about the
I'm
rules?
telling you, bro.
Oh, fuck. Woo.
Oh, man.
Oh, shout out to our boy Jared Albright. We love you, guy. Thought that was a good one there this morning. Who's saying?
Yeah. If you don't like that, you're definitely gay.
You're definitely gay. That's good. I don't care who you are. I mean, come on. Fuck. Woo. All right. Well, I see those got the chat going and flowing this morning. And speaking of going and flowing, if you got something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul over the course of the next hour or so of the program, as we dive into various topics, insightful messages, and perspectives of all sorts and kinds, maybe you just might have something to add on top of that. Maybe some knowledge and insights of your own. Maybe a question and you'd like us to expand on something we talked about. Or maybe even a question about an obstacle you're dealing with and how you'd like some help on how to turn it into an opportunity into your own life right now. Whatever it might be, drop it over there in the live chat. And once we get into the third segment of the day, we will pop it up below us here and we'll start reading those one at a time, baby. But speaking of segments, it appears to me, as I'm sure it appears to old Swirly D and DEEZYY, and I'm certainly sure probably thee, that it's time to get into your first segment of the day. It's time to get that mindset nice and sharpened up, baby. It's time to hop on the proverbial show train and get this bad boy steaming on down towards Perspective Station. So here is your reminder to get yourself out a piece of notebook paper, a pen or a pencil, a piece of parchment and a big old feathery quill and a nice large jar of ink, an iPad and a magic pen, whatever you need to keep track of the knowledge and insights about to come your way as we slide into your first segment of the day. Draw it back and shoot it your way. It's time for your sharpening session. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time on episode 684 of Forge and Fuel on this fantastic Friday morning. It is March the 7th, 2025, and we hope you're ready to really come alive because boy, oh boy, do we got a topic to start the day. But I need just a quick more sip of water and then we'll be ready to take off, baby. If you didn't view the title of the show, you may not know where we're about to go. And maybe you didn't see the thumbnail of the day, so you don't know what we're about to say. So let me be the first to get you all the way up to date on what we're about to conversate on to open this fine morning program. The title and your topic to start the day is Bridges and Trolls.
Gee.
Bridges and Trolls.
Wonder where you got that from. Huh.
Well,
Gee.
I don't know if you looked at the agenda, Swirl One, but this just might...
I'm fresh out of agendas. I stopped getting the memo years ago.
This just might suit your fancy and trip a trigger or two of yours. See, last night I was playing some tunes and I was working on the agenda and I was thinking about this, thinking about that. We had a great lunch, a great meeting. Some awesome things were happening. My mind was spinning. I got 2 pages of notes. If you saw, I had a couple of pages turned over there on my notebook. You can't see the top classified G10 information right there. All right.
G14 classified.
G14 classified, top secret, whatever the fuck, all you know what I'm saying. The redacted shit. All right. So I'm sitting here thinking, what do we talk about? I don't know. I'm thinking here. My brain's here. My brain's everywhere. And all of a sudden, this song comes on by G Yamazawa. And I started listening. And I said, is that what I need to talk about? Huh. Well, I guess it We could what? Well, we have been. You know, well, I think well, all right. I will bring it straight square to the show. So, my friends, this morning, I wanted to share a couple of lyrics with you from our good friend George. If you don't know, you won't know. You might be saying, who the hell's G Yamazawa? Well, Swirl One introduced me to him a couple years back when we first got introduced with each other. And he is just like Russ, not a rapper, but a rapper, a lyricist, melodicist, whatever the hell you want to call it, makes music. He's a poet. He does spoken word, high level dude. And his lyrics, his music is not about shoot 'em up, sell the drugs, do this, do that. It's about living a higher level quality of life. And he really speaks some messages, and you gotta listen. It's the type of stuff you gotta listen to and really understand what he's trying to say. But I wanted to pull out a couple of lyrics, one from his song Bridges with Chris Bragg, and then the other one, which is from the one he did with the Wrecking Crew. I can't think of the name of it right off the top of the head, but well, I'm sure that New Growth is the name of the song. So first of all, let me read this chorus here from the song Bridges. I give you a little perspective on it as well. It says, we all know where we want to go. Some people bridges and some people trolls. I'm getting better at letting it go. We all know who we want to be. Some people water and some people trees. It's getting better. Remember to breathe. Now, I underlined a few things in there. We all know where we want to go. Where we want to go. Whatever it is, if maybe that ultimate destination is heaven, the end of this, we all know where we want to go if you want to look at it that deep. But we all know we want success in one way, shape, form, or fashion. We all know what we're trying to get after. The best version of you clears their throat in the room over if you're not on the consistent, persistent pursuit of your passions. And if you're on the consistent, persistent pursuit of your passions, you damn sure got a vision of where you want to go. We all know where we want to go. We know that destination. We know what the best version of us could be. But some people are bridges and some people are trolls. Some people just go forward. Some people lay the foundation. Some people turn obstacles into opportunities while others just sit and point and laugh and watch while others are on their grind. You know, I absolutely love the amount of people that have been in my comment section lately just trolling the shit out of whatever I've been doing on whatever platform. You know, this guy yesterday telling me I need to get out more. I need to go get a life. I need to figure myself out. Excuse me? I'm not the one living under that bridge, dumbass. Wrong. And seeing, I'm out here building the fuck out of some bridges, moving left, right, and center, while you're just beating on the bottom of that fucking thing like anybody cares about you down there. You ever seen a troll that looks good? You ever seen a troll that anybody's like, oh, I want to hang out with that troll? No, they're nasty. They're ugly. They're gross. They got 3 teeth and 1 eye closed and a big old nasty beard and bald on top and hair around and wearing some nasty, smelly shit, and they got slime dripping off of them. Trolls aren't good at all. But think about bridges. The Golden Gate Bridge. All the beautiful bridges that we have in our nation that connect this place to that place, these people to those people, this right moment to that right moment. I'm getting better at letting it go. Sometimes we can hang on to those trolls a little bit too much, huh? We can worry about those words. We can worry about the judgment. We can worry about what they're saying just a little bit too much. Maybe we need to get a little bit better at letting it go. We all know who we want to be. To go back to the beginning, we know what the best version of us is. We know what we need to do. We know the right steps to take. But again, some people water and some people trees. Some people know how to make the moves. Some people go and water the bamboo even when they can't see it and continue to watch it grow. And some people are just trees that stand there. They never move. They're in the same soil their entire life, and they just need people to help water them and get them up, and they just stay there, and they don't go nowhere, and this is my life, and I'll provide a little shade over here, but that's about it. This is the civilization of my life. I'm just a tree while other people are out there watering this grass, watering that grass. Yeah, the grass might not be greener on the other side, but you can make it that because the grass is greenest where you choose to water it. Some people are water, some people are trees. It's getting better. Remember to breathe. Through all of this, go back to yesterday, put your toes in the ground, take a deep breath. Realize maybe it ain't so bad as you thought after all. A couple more lines. This comes from New Growth, G. Yamazawa and the Wrecking Crew. And one of G. Yamazawa's lines in there, it gets me every time. And I scream it from the top of my lungs when I'm in the gym or if I'm just hearing the song, I hit it. A word without love don't move nobody. And true kings don't really need to rule nobody. Oh, so go and worry about yourself first. They talking self-care, we talking self-work. That's the full line. But a word without love don't move nobody. Even if you're giving data, even if you're giving criticism, still move with love. A word without love, you can see the love and the passion and the fire in my voice, in my how I react, how me and Swirl interact on this show every day. This is our purpose, our passion. If we didn't have love for it, it wouldn't move anybody. No one would feel that through the screen. And we don't need to rule nobody. True kings only need to rule themselves. True kings only need to figure out how to go to battle with themselves and win. And then everything else falls into place. Everybody thinks that being a king is being a ruler, but maybe that ruler is just being the ruler of you. And I'll leave you with this. The chorus of New Growth. The more I shine, the more drinks I toast. Bitch, you blind, you can't see my growth. Shit wasn't flying. I had to change my approach. I've been grinding like I'm out here broke. Bitch, you blind, you can't see my growth. Hoo-hoo, boy, oh boy. What do we talk about? Jumping off the canyon's edge, building the airplane on the way down. Shit wasn't flying. I had to change my approach. I couldn't get that fucker to take flight. I had to do something different. I had the passion, but I got to figure out a way to get the profit. I had the purpose, but I got to figure out a way to get a little bit of shekel in my pockets. We can make it happen. You just got to change your approach. Whew. And I've been grinding like I'm out here broke. That obsession, that level, that's what it takes. So I'm sure I've been tripping Swirl One's triggers here, going through these lyrics of one of his favorite artists that he showed me. So I'll leave you with this. Some people are bridges. Some people are trolls. Some people are water. Some people are trees. Today, what are you going to choose to be? Who's to say? Who's to know? That's my opening thoughts of the show. What do you think over there, Swirl One?
I love this song. I've been sharing it to people. Just even anytime I've had somebody that was going through something, I'm like, hey, listen to this song real quick and just kind of give yourself a perspective that possibly you didn't understand. And I'm going to do that right here too, because, I liked your perspective and it's really nice to see. The good thing is we're on the same page, but there might be another side of that coin. And I look at this a little bit different. And I really honed into this song because of that word. I'm sorry, the phrase. Some people are water and some people are trees. Now, the bridges and trolls thing, I get all that. And that's important because, some people are bridges and they will help you surpass rough waters or get across canyons or different things that you may not be able to pass without those bridges. They're the ones that will actually help create that connection where you would have never had it before. And so some people are bridges. And you have to understand, those bridges can be very long. In other words, they can be like the Golden Gate Bridge and really expand across two big lands, or they can be very short, very simple, just to get you across this creek. So you have to understand, not all bridges are meant to be held onto or hung out with. You've got to go past it and keep it and leave it there. Some other bridges, though, they will continue to go for a while. If you've ever driven down to Key West, there's a bridge that goes down there. It is a long bridge. Let me tell you, it's long. And once you're on it, well, you're on it. That's all there is to it. You're going to have to live with it for a while. So some bridges, they are just temporary. They're not something that you would take and live with your whole life. But some bridges, you're going to have to come back through a couple of times. That's why the Golden Gate Bridge is so beautiful. so crazy because it does literally connect two massive communities, and so many people go across it every day. Also, talk about them trolls. And, trolls can't help but be themselves. That's the problem. You're not going to ever change a troll. They were born a troll. They were grown a troll. They know nothing about positivity. I have no purpose. They have no reason to think that they could be anything but a troll. So that's what they're going to be. Hey, that's okay. And trolls have to be out there. They're reminders for us out here. Those people that are out there trying to walk over those bridges, they're reminders for us of what not to be or what we could be if we don't continue to think in a positive mental attitude. We don't keep moving forward and we don't keep trying to be a better person every day and working on those 4 or 5 things. But what I really want to dive into is that whole some people are water and some people are trees. And Capp talked about it pretty well. And I think he has a very good perspective on it. I think that I understand and I completely I align with it. I think it's great. However, one thing I'll say about that is you have to understand about water. Water is a renewable resource. This whole planet's made of water. There's water in our bodies. It's everywhere. It's something that continues to come back. As much as you'd like to say, oh no, the oceans are drying up. No, they're still full of water. There's a whole bunch of it out there. And so you have to think about that. Sometimes people are water. What does that mean? Well, you need people in this world. You're going to need that water. It's going to have to keep you alive. You're going to have to drink the water. You got to have it every day. And there's good water and there's bad water. That's why I drink. Hey, shout out. I'm just telling you, that water right there, I can drink it any day, cold, warm, doesn't matter. And that will go down like silk, easy. But there's some water out there, you drink it, you can just tell there's something in it. There's a metal taste. There's a little something that doesn't sit with you well. But that's the thing. The water is there at that point in time. When you're thinking about it like that, there's good water, bad water. You need to know the contrast. You need to know the difference on that. So water to me is a renewable resource. So some people are water. Some people are, hey, use that water, toss the bottle. Don't keep that water around. I don't need that. There's more out there. I could turn this faucet on over here and get as much water as I need. Let's talk about those trees for a second. Those trees are foundationally sound. They reach up to the sky as well as staying grounded. One thing about those trees, they're very wise. They can live for hundreds of years and they can see for expanses and many miles in any direction. And one thing about those trees is they use a lot of water and they don't care about what water it is. They don't care if it's good water or bad water. They just see it as nutrients. So they take that water and they grow constantly. That water never grows. It just renews. That tree continues to grow. So when they say some people are water, some people are renewable. They're renewable and you can go and replace them at any time. Some people are trees. They're foundationally sound. You'll never find another one like that. Maybe it's been sitting there for 100 years and it's seen a lot of different water and rivers formed and have moved through. So you got to think about that. It's not all that deep for the tree. It's just water. They use it all to live. You know what else they create? The rings of life. Wow. The rings of life. Maybe that's the chapters of your life. Maybe that's what it is. When you're a foundationally sound tree, you're creating rings. And I promise you this, you're growing strong using the water that's around you.
Yeah, I can definitely see that perspective. I can definitely see that perspective for sure. I like those thoughts, man. And, I was just thinking more and more as you said it right there at the beginning. Trolls can't help but be themselves. That just kind of ringing with me, man. I wrote that down in all capital letters. And that's the thing you got to realize. We're never going to change those people. I said it earlier on in the week, and it's a Dolores Cannon thing, right? Like, you're never going to change the people who are on the opposite side. That's the opposition. They already are stuck in their ways underneath the bridge. They already know what they're going to do. They already have the riddle they're going to give to you as soon as you cross the fucking bridge. They've been holding on.
They've been thinking about it all day.
Oh, waiting for you to post that thing just so they can put it out and fucking say it and make themselves feel so good. Look at me. I'm the troll. I came out from under the bridge. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Shit. Who cares? As soon as that interaction's over, he's going right back under the bridge, and you got to get back on your path. You got to keep staying moving. You got to keep going forward. And, man, it's just so funny. I also posted it this morning. If standing up for yourself burns a bridge, then I got a box of matches. We ride at dawn. And you know, I started thinking about that when you're talking about the bridges. I mean, don't be afraid to burn a bridge. If it's not right for you, if somebody's treating you wrong, if you don't stand up for yourself. And I've burned plenty of bridges. People talk about that all the time. Oh, don't burn a bridge. Well, if they don't see shit the way you see it, if you're not on the same page, if their vision, if their mission is not the same as yours, you're always fighting them, then what the hell is the point? I mean, I go back to the original iteration of the Diamond Hand Media Group and some of the original people that were around, the original team, if you will, and it was always fighting. It was always bullshit. It was always what, this, that, the third. Oh, you don't know this, What the fuck are we talking about? Don't we all want to win here? Don't we all want to get better? Why is there competition? Why do we always have to point out if somebody's doing something wrong or this person's bad or why you surround yourself with that person? Swirl's the worst person on the fucking planet. Well, last time I checked, he's the only other one sitting on the opposite side of the screen to me right now. And we're all still on the same fucking page. So, burning those bridges didn't impact me. That hasn't done anything for my life. It's actually pushed my life forward and helped me get to new bridges.
Really good water to drink, bro.
Really good water to drink. That's awful interesting. Maybe it helped my roots grow a little stronger. Maybe it helped me branch out a little bit more. Maybe it helped me understand what it means to stand tall as a man. Maybe I understood exactly what you were saying there, Swirl One, and I wanted to tie it all in real nice right there. Because I think we've been through this exact damn thing, right, live in a prime time, and we go through it right now, and it's interesting how these people can be the water, the fuel that helps you continue to grow and helps you understand how to be the best version of you in this life and what you don't want to be.
So crazy. Trolls will be trolls. They can't help themselves from being that. You're never going to get rid of them. They're going to be born every single day. So just say, oh, I wish there was no trolls. Oh, man, you know what? Haters are going to be out there. There's nothing about it that you're ever going to be able to change. You're not. We talked about it the other day. The opposition is always going to see things opposite from you, and they're always going to be right. You're not going to tell them they're wrong because in their mind, they are right. You are always going to be wrong. There's nothing you can say. Shout out to DJ T the other day that said live, I don't care if I were to save the world from every disease in the world, these people would still not stand up for me. That's the kind of trolls that live in this world. It doesn't matter how good, how hard you try, how hard you work, what you do, where you show improve, what you've grown from or to, or how you've grown. They will still look at you like you are nothing, like you didn't do anything. And I'll tell you this, if you look back and you kind of sit back at a 30,000-foot view and take a look at that troll, you realize they haven't done anything but wait to tell you exactly what you are to them. That's the difference. But when you're that tree, buddy, you've been watching that troll all day long. You've been seeing that tree or that troll over there. He keeps coming out and you keep looking at him. You're wise. You know every one of his jokes. You know every one of his cynical remarks. You know exactly how it comes out. You know when he's really mad and when he's not. And you can sit there and watch that troll and just keep soaking up that river right there, because to you, it's just another drink of water. To you, it's just another chance to flourish, to grow, to keep branching out and keep getting bigger.
Man. I was thinking about one of the trolls in the comment section yesterday and was asking, is there a link for this stupid show? Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Absolutely, there is.
Absolutely. I'll put the link out there again. Let it refresh in the timeline. Why not? Absolutely. Here you go. So about 30 seconds later, he gets back in the comment section. Oh, wow. Because it was the one with the phone booth pod boys. Shout out to the boys.
I'm familiar.
And he goes, in case anybody didn't see the comments out there, he said, oh, yeah, pretty impressive phone booth pod with hundreds of thousands of followers, and they got 54 subscribers and only fucking 8 likes on the show. Hearty har har. I said, hey, dickhead, if you knew how to research and actually, throw some punches, you'd realize that is my channel. I have 6,700 followers. That's a pretty damn good conversion rate off of a brand new Rumble channel that's only been around for about 40 some episodes and a little bit of other content. And those likes are pretty cool too. And I don't know if you saw that we have other shows and other things, but hey, either way, you're working. I'm working. You're watching.
Attention.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for helping the algo. Oh, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. Ted said something along the lines of, oh, fuck that guy. He's literally retarded. Don't worry about him. And I said, worry about it. Sweat it. Fuck, I live for this shit. I love these trolls under the bridge. It just lets me know I'm doing the right fucking thing. And this guy goes, jeez, you need to get outside more often. Meanwhile, I had just got done being outside, making some serious fucking moves, shaking some serious fucking hands, and setting the groundwork for the next phase and future of the Diamond Hand Media Group with this guy right by my side. You should
I
have
might have
seen
been
us.
there.
You should have seen us out there. I was telling DZ last night, I was so fucking proud of us, man. We ain't ever been in no situation like that before together. And we were fucking rocking, boy. It was fucking awesome to be in a moment with somebody that I have put so much effort, energy, and just passion behind something with, and then just be able to speak it into existence. Just say, hey, yeah, you know what? This is what the fuck we know. This is what we do. Hey, we have done 684 episodes of a damn podcast. Tell me somebody else who's that fucking consistent. Tell me somebody else who goes that hard. And maybe the people we were meeting with just might have said, whoa, wait a minute. You're right. That doesn't happen very often. So maybe, just maybe, the best is yet to come. Who's to say, who's to know?
I agree, but friend, that was a great meeting, and it was a great meeting of the minds. And I think there's times, and I like what Real Cat's right there. You know, the bridges we always feel welcome to bring those bridges on to go walk over them. Those tall trees and that clear water is always going to be able to see better, and that water is going to keep flowing. So just trust what I tell you. It's going to keep going by. So we've talked about it before. When you're on your path, you're going to find what you're looking for. So don't worry about them trolls. Answer their riddle or kick them off the bridge and continue on.
Drop the mic on that one, kids. Hoo-wee! There is your opening topic of the day. Bridges and trolls, baby.
Shout out George.
Shout out George for sure.
We're going to have to tag him in one of these because he
100%. Is he independent?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can't get fucking docked, cuz.
Hey, George has wrote me before. I got it.
Bro, I've sent him some stuff. He's never responded back to me, but I've sent him some shit.
He's a cool people, man.
Here you go.
He's actually physically sent me mail that he hand wrote.
Some people bridges and some people trolls. Get better at letting it go.
Yeah, we did.
Some people water it, some people trees. So get better, remember to breathe. You see the PFI.
Woo! I'm sorry, that's a banger right there. I just couldn't help myself. I had to let it go one time for the one time. We can't get docked off an independent artist, and George loves free promotion. Who's to say, who's to know?
Hey, shout out to George. He just went through a divorce too. Just kind of goes to show, like, oh yeah, dude.
Great guys. Like, what the fuck?
I'm telling you, good people can't seem to find good people. Poor dude, bro.
Dude, what?
I'm saying.
We gotta get George on the show. Who's to say? Who's to know? Holy fuck. Check out G Yamazawa. Big love to the guy and the Wrecking Crew. If you guys, it's not on Apple or Spotify anymore or SoundCloud either. They took it off of everything. It's only on YouTube now. So if you check out Durham High, G Yamazawa Wrecking Crew, they got a 3-song mix that is just fucking it. Oh, it makes you want to just fucking destroy the day. So there you go, my friends. Little plug for you on the first segment of the day. But my friends, maybe you're just tuning into the show and you're saying, whoa, I missed all of that. Wait, hold on. I need motivation and inspiration. I'm feeling it doesn't last. I haven't taken my shower. I'm all types of dirty. Holy shit, I need to get cleaned up for the day. Well, hey, we got plenty more show coming your way. Don't you worry. Fill up that cup of Java. Get yourself a fresh glass, bottle, gallon, bucket, or whatever the hell of water. Fix your posture. And let's get ready for the second segment of the day, where we pop up some clips and give you our additional perspective and thoughts on said new topics at hand in your Reaction Refinery. Welcome back to episode 684 of Forge and Fuel here on this beautiful Friday morning. No, I'm sorry, fantastic Friday morning. March the 7th, 2025. Hope you're ready to continue coming alive because we got plenty more vibes coming to you from this side. And right now, here we are on the Reaction Refinery, and it's time to get into our 4 clips of the day. That's right, count them 1, 2, 3, 4 clips of the inspirational and motivational variety, set to trip a few of your triggers and get some additional things burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering way down there on the soul. Keep those notebooks and pens or pencils at the ready as we get into your first clip of the day. I do not know who this young man is because somebody took this video he made and then turned it into one of them reels that's got the sweet music behind it, little motivation, all that stuff. You know, you've been seeing him out there a lot lately. It's Dramamine by the something Oranges. That's the name of the song that you're hearing. That's the one you're about to hear right now. So if you've been hearing it out on the doggone timeline like crazy, you're like, oh shit, that's what that is. Yeah, it's called Dramamine. It's actually a pretty damn good song. However, this opening perspective of your second segment of the day is here to smack you square in the soul and help you understand that bad days don't stop me.
Think a couple bad days is gonna stop me? Ha! You think a couple bad days is gonna stop me? Ha! I eat bad days for fucking breakfast, you understand me? Ah!
Run that back, Deez. Come on, run that back.
Come on.
Run that back.
You think a couple bad days is gonna stop me? Ha! You think a couple bad days is gonna stop me? Ha! I eat bad days for fucking breakfast, you understand me? Ah!
Let's fucking go, man.
Come on, man. I'm like, hey, if you don't get fired up to that, I gotta check your pulse real quick. Because I tell you, that right there is fire. If you don't have that thrill and just want for life every day, what are you doing? What are we even doing? Are you literally waking up just wishing something good will happen to you? Or you just say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to will this day to be good. I'm not just because it was one bad day. Okay, they can't be 2. Okay, 2. Okay, guess what? Can't be 3. The optimistic mind doesn't ever think like, man, it's going to happen again tomorrow. They don't ever think that way. They always, well, if anything, we talked about the other day, well, they happen in 3s. That's because all of a sudden at the 3rd one, they can finally start thinking optimistic. But if you immediately think, you know what, I can learn from that. I got something positive out of it. Look at the silver lining. Then maybe the next day is not so bad. It's not stopping it. But you have survived every damn bad day up until this point. You think it's going to stop you? Ha!
Ha! Laugh into bad days' faces. It'll make them that much easier. You're going to have them. There's moments that are going to come up. Shit's going to pop up. You know, I was deep down the rabbit hole last night, and I called Deez with my hood pulled over my head, and you could barely just see this. And I said like this. He kind of looked at me. What's up? I said, I'm freaking the fuck out. He said, okay, about what? I said, fucking everything. He said, all right. What do you want to talk about? I said, okay, I got it. All right, I think my brain's coming back. Okay, let's talk about it, Deez. It happens to the best of us, but let those be just moments. Let those be just seconds. Don't let them take over your whole fucking life and your whole day. And yeah, there might be a bad day. Maybe it stacks everything and it just keeps stacking. But maybe you go back and you realize that it's all about the energy you're putting out. And you bumped your toe and you chipped your tooth and you broke your favorite coffee mug and you got a flat tire. Maybe you're just continuing to put that energy and stacking that frequency. And maybe we need to pull the reins back for a minute, take a deep breath, slow down, remember to breathe from the beginning of the show and realize that everything may not be as bad as it might seem. They can't take your birthday. You're not going to die. And are you really potentially, even if you might die, maybe you do die when you go to sleep tonight. So are you going to waste your last potential 12 to 16 hours on this floating rock being upset or flat plane, being pissed off, being mad, being negative, being worried about whatever, wasting time sleeping, wasting time sitting back, fucking watching a bullshit Netflix show? This is what it means. You don't have tomorrow. It could all be fucking gone, and you're going to waste that fucking energy that you could build that next right thing, put a smile on somebody's face, make the thing go. And yes, maybe you do get tomorrow. We're all pretty certain we do, but how fucking certain are you? I don't know. I don't know if there's some rock that could come flying through this window, hit me in the head live on the show, and it's over with. Maybe a massive fucking eagle soaring 100 miles an hour, boom, takes me out. I don't know. I got to go out in this world. There's crazy motherfuckers out there today. I don't know what could happen. So why would I waste a second of what I'm given today being angry, upset, pissed off, dragging my knuckles at how bad this life is? Oh, I'm fine. Shut the fuck up with that fine. You're fine? You're fine. The motherfucker, an ant is fine before you step on it and smush it for crying out. Anything can be fine. Golly Moses. Stop letting those bad days stop you. Ha! That was a good one. Oh, yeah, nice little. Maybe making a whole little clip off of that one. Who's to know? Shout out.
I figured. I saw it coming.
Your second clip of the show, my friends, features a real warrior. He goes by the name of fighter pilot Dick Rutan, and he is here off of the Jocko Pod. This is Jocko Podcast episode 364. Sorry, my dyslexia was acting up and I had to see it in my mind because I didn't write it down, but I did remember 364. Shout out to Jocko. I've said this multiple times on this show, but it was one of the first motivational podcasts I listened to when I was in the deep, dark thick of my shits that helped me start to fucking, what the hell am I doing right now? So shout out to Jocko, helping me begin the path upwards back up the mountain. But my friends, here live from Jocko Pod, once again, fighter pilot Dick Rutan with some perspective on what it means to be a real warrior.
Warrior, if he worries about making it home, he's not worth a shit as a warrior. They might as well just stay home. And if you're going to go up and do warrior type things, you have to accept the realization that you're probably not going to make it. And once you do that, then you can become an effective warrior.
You can focus on the job.
That's right. And a real warrior, if he worries about making it home, he's not worth a shit as a warrior. They might as well just stay home. And if you're going to go up and do warrior type things, you have to accept the realization that you're probably not going to make it. And once you do that, then you can become an effective warrior.
You can focus on the job.
That's right. And
So people say to me all the time, man, how do you travel so much? How do you do that? It's got to be tough on you. It's got to be hard. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what's the alternative? Doing what you do all day long? It's the same thing. They go, man, don't you just want to be home with your family? I'm sitting there thinking, in the past, warriors, people, they would go out for 2 or 3 months to get whatever and not come back. And you know what? Their ladies and kids and everybody would grow up and be fine, and they come back and they would still celebrate them the same. I feel like that every single day I go out. I'm going out to find whatever it is I need to make life better. And I don't have a problem not coming back home. I know that no matter what, I'm not guaranteed to come back home anyway. So as far as I'm concerned, man, how do you fly so much? Aren't you worried about all the planes up in the air? I'm like, you know what, bro? Once I put my hands in that plane, what am I supposed to do? It's in God's hands the whole day. Just like when I walk outside in my own 2 feet, it's still in God's hands. So when you're doing warrior shit, you don't think about, why am I not home? When can I get home? Man, I wish this day would end. You don't care about the clock. You don't care about clocking out and going home. That's not even a thing to you. If the job's not done, the job's not done. You stay there till it's done, bro. Once it's done, then you can get on the horse, ride your ass home, and get ready for your next challenge, because I promise you, it'll come right around the corner and back on the horse, and out you'll go again.
Being a real warrior means you got to realize you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. All right. So if you want to do some real warrior ass shit, you want to be a super soldier, you want to pave a path where nobody has gone before, you got to realize you're not going to make it. You're not going to get to the destination. There are no destinations. There are no rewards. There are no accomplishments. So when you stop worrying about that, you can be an effective warrior who just takes actions right now. That is what fighter pilot Dick Rutan is talking about. And my bells were binging when I heard that. I was like, wait. That's what we're talking about. Forget about the rewards. Forget about the destinations. Realize you're probably not going to make it. You're going to splat on the bottom of the canyon. You're going to jump off. You're going to try and build the airplane, and that shit ain't going to fly, and you're going to have to change your approach. You're going to shit wasn't flying. I had to change my approach back at the beginning of the show. You're going to have to make different moves. You're going to have to realize that those things are going to happen, and you're just going to have to keep taking action. One move at a time, one foot in front of the other, the next right step. I promise you, I could have flown off the handle last night, started freaking out about, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do next right action. What do I got to do to make this happen? Okay, this happened. You know what? All right, I don't know the answers. Let me go grok it. Fuck it. Let me have a crazy conversation with Grok. I wrote Grok 4, 6, 8 fucking paragraphs last night. Motherfucker was like, whoa. He literally says, wow, you are awfully passionate about this. Thanks for all the information. It's like, hey, chill the fuck out, Grok. All right, dickhead. Yeah.
That's why I like Grok. You got a little sense of
I was just trying to fucking fill all the blanks in for you, you asshole. All right. And then all of a sudden he's just shot with all this great info. So be a real warrior. Don't worry about the accomplishments. Realize you're not going to make it to them anyway if you don't take this right action right now and be the best warrior in this moment. Your third clip of the day, my friends, comes from another man. Actually, the first man I ever found when it came to me finding these mindsets and really unlocking these levels and getting into these lanes. And I had motivational stuff hanging on my wall when I was a kid and different things. I've always been into this, but when I got into college and when I think I was 20, right before I turned 21, I came across this legendary man and I started writing his shit down. I started following everything about him. I would hang stuff on the walls at my internship and they would take it down because we can't have motivational shit at this place. No way. So I am so grateful that I have a show where I get to bring this guy on. And one day we'll get to talk to him face to face and tell him all the benefits that he's done for my life. The man, the myth, the legend, Inky Johnson, my guy Ink, live in the building, here to give us some perspective. Man, sometimes he just be spitting that shit. And I ain't heard him spit some shit like this in a minute. So joining us this morning, the one, the only Ink, with a little perspective on sometimes you just got to survive.
Something can be so tough, can be so hard, right, that you're not going to understand it. It can be so real that you're not going to understand it. You just got to survive it, doc. And by surviving it, the lessons come. The blessings come. The perspective comes. Most importantly and hopefully, the peace comes. Sometimes things are going to be so tough. Stop fighting it. Stop trying to understand it. Just survive it. Day by day, moment by moment, situation by situation. Like my dogs say, be where your feet are. Just survive it. And then you're going to get to a place, you're going to be on top of the mountain one day, and you're going to say, man, I see exactly why I had to face and go through that.
10 toes down, bro.
Got to come full circle there, huh? That's just, man. Right back to the accomplishments in action. You're not going to understand it. You're not going to be able to wrap your mind around it. So stop trying to. Stop trying to make sense of all the stuff. Stop trying to take the right move. Just put one foot in front of the other and start making the right fucking actions and be here now. Push your toes into the ground. OMAT, one moment at a time. Don't look for not seconds, minutes, days, hours, months, weeks. Fuck your years. Moments. That's all we have. All we have. Well, now that moment's gone. What'd you do in it? It's that quick. It's that fast. And if you live in those moments, life is so much more fulfilling. You stop worrying about all the shit and you realize, you know what? Maybe I don't have to survive. I can thrive. I can thrive in the hallways of life. Maybe I don't have to understand it, but I can do the right thing. I can take the next right move. I can read that book. I can write that business plan. I can start journaling. I can get on Grok and start asking it questions that my human pea brain can't come up with. Maybe things just start working out. But when you just start trying to understand it, why is this happening? You're never going to understand it. Why the hell the climb occurred until you get to the top of the mountain. So stop worrying about it and just keep sticking those fucking picks into the ice.
That's the thing you're saying when you survive it. Sometimes what it is, you're just trying to survive the day. We're all in the hallway, and what we're doing is moving forward. That's why it's so important to have discipline and have a routine, because those 4 or 5 things, if you're doing them every single day, that's the surviving we're talking about. Hey, I don't know what else to do, so I'm just going to do the 4 or 5 things. Why? Because I know if I do those 4 or 5 things, I'm going to be fine. Yes, this is not, but I know if I do this, this, and this, I don't have to worry about at least those things, and everything else around it, I'm going to figure out. That's what he's saying about surviving. He's not saying, oh my gosh, just hold on, don't do anything, sit inside my house, close the doors, nobody's going to hurt me. That's not what he's saying. Do the things you know are going to help you, get you out of the situation. Keep that confidence up. Keep your energy and your body feeling lively. You have to have those relationships you're working on. You have to have that business in a good place. You have to have your mindset in a good place. Anybody that tells you, oh, you know what, you don't work on it, man, I'm telling you, if you literally look at people and you have 100 people in the room and you ask them, hey, how many of you work on your mental fitness and know exactly what that means? And you'll have maybe 1 or 2 people do that. But then you say, hey, how many people out there work on your physical fitness and know exactly what that means? 60 to 80% are going to raise their hand. Well, that's the difference. When you're working on your physical fitness, you get somebody like DZ over there to help you to get with your fitness. When you're working on your mind, you get into a place like this, or you get with people like Inky Johnson to help you work your mind like DZ works your muscles, because that's what mental fitness is. Continually keeping your mind working. It's a muscle, and you have to think outside your comfort zone, outside what you think. AI is there to help trip your triggers, to make you think bigger. It might start the idea that creates the thing that makes you exactly what you've been asking for. But it comes down to the one thing, just thinking about yourself as I am confident enough. I have enough. I can do all of these things. Showing up with your, there it is, the best pose you have, keeping 10 toes down and being where your feet are.
Man, we got some vibes going here. Woo! That's a clip and a half, son. Ha! Woo! Also, I just had this come to my mind. Total sidebar. But you know how I said 364 earlier? I was like, how was I remembering that for the Jocko podcast? How I remember that, if you just want to pull it up, you don't have to play the thing. But I remembered it by the 364 in the top right corner. That's how my brain works. That's how photographic my memory is.
Warrior.
Right up there. Right up there. I was searching for that in my mind, and I saw the 6 first, and then I saw that. That's how my photographic, crazy-ass super soldier memory works. So if anybody was wondering who's to say, who's to know, I just wanted to mention that. So if you have that ability too, if that's how you remember and see things, you just might be a super soldier. Who's to say, who's to know? You might want to start leaning into that, unlocking it a little bit. Who's to say, who's to know? But shout out Inky Johnson. Man, what a guy. Can't wait to shake his hand one day. Final clip of your second segment of this fine morning program features a man who goes by the name of Jason Lamar. My friends, this right here is a special one. This one's gonna smack you square in the soul, and this ain't for the pussies. I'm sorry, I had to say it. This ain't for the bitches. You're gonna have to be able to take this one, all right? You're going to have to get a little thick skin to be able to handle this one. So if you ain't got it, you might just want to hit the end program now, all right? You just might want to hit out the back door, all right? Don't say I didn't warn you. As we welcome on Jason Lamar for the fourth and final clip of your Reaction Refinery, as he gives us a little reminder on don't be a bitch.
Can't get out of bed before 5 a.m. It's not because you're not a morning person. It's because you're a bitch. If you can't work out consistently, it's not because you lack motivation. It's because you're a bitch. If you can't control what or how much you eat, it's not because of your relationship with food. It's because you're a bitch. If you can't sacrifice what you want now for what you want most, or do what you need to do regardless of how you're feeling, it's not because you're only human. It's because you're a bitch. If you need pills for your depression, therapy for your trauma, warnings for your triggers, or spaces to feel safe, it's not because you are not healed. it's because you're a bitch. Tell yourself whatever tales that you like, but it doesn't change the fact that you are suffering from nothing other than your own bitchassery. You can always find ways to try and justify your weakness, but that doesn't make your weakness justifiable, nor does it make you any less weak. It just makes you a bitch with excuses.
That's the kind of energy I'm trying to get into right there. That's why I say drop it, give me 30. If you don't, you're a bitch. I'm sorry. If you don't make that phone call, you're a bitch. If you don't go and do that next best thing, you're a bitch. If you don't get up today and try to make the best out of your life today, you heard it right. You are a bitch. You know what? This life is too damn short to waste my time on people who are going to sit, watch Netflix all day. Yeah, you know, but if you know, you know, and try to waste their life on this blue light all damn day. There is so much more to this. There's so much more that you can accomplish. You are so powerful. And if you don't sit there and start telling yourself you're powerful, then guess what, my friends? You are a bitch.
Two things I tell myself every single day. Number one, so we're going to be a beast or we're going to be a bitch? What's your choice? We're going to be a beast or we're going to be a bitch? I say it a lot to myself when I'm in the gym and I get to that final set, you know, that 150 pound set or whatever. And, you know, you're working him and it's, oh, fuck, I don't know if I can get these 12. Golly, I don't want to get on that machine. All right, bitch. That's how we're going to do? You can be a beast or you going to be a bitch. What the fuck? And people will look at me like, is that guy okay? But I'm literally having the conversation with my I don't want to, my bitch ass self saying, hey, bitch, you going to be a beast? You going to be a bitch? Let's go. And the second thing I say, and it hangs on a sign right on my wall that I have to see before I leave the door every single time I go out in this world. And it says simply, get it together, bitch. Get it together, bitch. And I got that from Joey Coco Diaz because if you're a fan of Coco and you have been following him for a long time and a lot of his friends, what he used to do for all of his friends, he would go up, fucking kill. Coco doesn't not kill. That's what he does. And he would go off to the side of the stage as they're introducing the next guy, whether it was Joe Rogan, Brian Callen, somebody in between. And he would say, he'd just look over at him and go, get it together, bitch. They look at him. And now at this mothership, right on the wall before you walk out into a stage is a picture of Coco with his quote, get it together, bitch. And it's just like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Ah, fuck yeah. And that's a harder way of saying, take a deep breath, blow out those birthday cake candles, realize everything's okay. You're safe. You're here now. Push the toes into the ground. Don't be a bitch about it. You're not anxious. You're just excited. You know everything they're about to ask you, so just give them the answers. Who's to say, who's to know? Damn, what a reaction refinery here on this Friday morning show. There's your 4 clips of the day. Shout out to the young man who said, bad days don't stop me, baby. Ha! Fighter pilot Dick Rutan, Jocko Willink, the one and only Inky Johnson, and the one and only Jason Lamar. We appreciate the hell out of you, humming beans, helping us get that second segment of the day going and flowing, hopping and popping. But speaking of, it's time to get into the third and final segment of the day, where we connect with you, the live viewer, baby. So wherever you're tuning in from, whether it's on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, now is your chance to get into the live chat and connect with us. If you've got something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul, you got a question in regards to something we said on the show, something in regards to a topic or something a little bit deeper in between, something in regards to an obstacle you're dealing with, baby. Whatever it might be, drop it over there in the live chat. And once we get through this brief transition, we'll dive into your third segment of the day where we start reading those comments, baby. Knock it up, because it's about to come your way. The last segment of the day. It's your Answers from the Anvil. Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time on episode 684 of Forge and Fuel for your final segment of the day on this fantastic Friday, March the 7th, 2025. It's time for those answers from the Anvil, baby. I've been seeing that chat hopping and popping all morning long, so it's time to see what y'all people been saying and start reacting to it a little bit. And we ain't been ignoring you. That's why we just set up this whole segment. We seen you. That's why we set up the whole segment to connect.
My Albright Spur Farm asked about my shirt. I made sure you saw it.
Oh,
Did you see that? It's got
that is pretty badass, dude.
Popeyes. Hey, and you know what? You know, it is TGIF Grandpa Friday, and I am kind of wearing a grandpa shirt, just so you know. This was given to me by Dude Where's My Cat.
Oh, shout out, dude. Wow. What a legend.
So there you go. So it's not just wearing it because, you know, it's pop. I was like, you know what? I'm DJing tonight. Grandpa's dude gave me that shirt. Let's wear that shirt.
Yeah, I like those sucks. All right, well, see what else these people have to say. DWEZYY, you know what to do, my guy. We're shifted up. Now it's time to see what the people have been saying. Antoni live in the building. Look at Antoni, Delta 24 with that mindset. I tell you what, you guys, this mindset she be having all this. I don't know where it came from. Who's no? Great Friday morning, all. Smile. It's contagious. Better yet, laugh.
How we start this day.
Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out, Donnie. I love you. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for all your love and support. Mama Cap, I wish I could show y'all how I dance around to this opening every single time. Let's go.
Come on, man.
We will take those red dress dancing emojis as a little example. Who's to say, who's to know? Maybe someday you take a video, Mama Cap. Who's to say, who's to know? We love you. Appreciate you being here. Mrs. Metal, one half of the Metal Crazies with her usual morning reminder. Great morning. Happy Friday. Today's reminder is there is no humming walking this earth that is worth you laying awake at night feeling like you're not good enough. Now go be great in their face on purpose. Absolutely. You are drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. That person's sleeping like a fucking baby and you're tossing and turning all night long, not even rent free in your head. Stop it, damn it. Stop drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. Jeepers creepers. Shout out Mrs. Metal Crazy. You're the bomb.com. We appreciate your perspective this morning. Angel SD, Mr. Pegueto, one of our many California connections. Angel SD says, great morning, F&F crew. Great minds think alike, Jared. I was just going to ask about GP. Well, I'll tell y'all about GP. She is still alive and kicking. She's here. Don't worry, everybody. She just got hit with the old influenza, the shit that was going around, everybody. So, you know, when you're a little bit more of a younger lady, if you will, it kicks your ass just a little bit. So she's just been recovering, taking her time. She's getting better. She is 150% better than she was. She is on the mend. I actually talked to her a couple days ago, and she told me to send everyone her love, how much she appreciates all of you. She knows all you guys are thinking about her, and she cannot wait to be back in the live chat and starting her day here at Forge and Fuel. So appreciate you asking, Angel. She is doing better. She's on the mend. That old flu that's going around right now just really kicked her ass. So she's getting all working on kicking its ass right back. Appreciate you asking, my man. Thanks for everybody who shows some love to GP. Mrs. Metal, I can't remember where I heard this, but this quote stuck with me and totally changed my perspective. Never utter a word spoken in jest. I like that. That's a nice little reminder. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Mr. Metal, the other half of the Metal Crazy, sometimes you just have to realize who is growing with you and not growing at all. Make adjustments and keep moving forward. Well, damn, if that ain't the doggone truth. Ooh. Shout out to you, Mr. Metal. Appreciate you bringing in vibes to the show, my guy. Thanks for your perspective. Who else we got out there, D's? Real Cats. What an apt look at look at trolls and bridges. Here is to the bridges we always feel welcome on, to the tall trees and the clear water. I like that. The tall trees and the clear water, the bridges. I don't know what
I can't figure it out either right there. First I'm trying hard.
I am confused. What an apt look at trolls and bridges. I don't know
the way you say it.
It might be, but maybe it's just going over my head. I don't know. I am a big brain humming.
First time, man.
Hey, I was just saying, man. Don't judge me, bro. It is what it is. Who say, who should know? JK Big Time, live in the building. Burn the bridge, but leave a plank. Sometimes we aren't ready, and sometimes they aren't ready. And maybe at one point you'll take the plank over, and they'll swim over. Some interesting thoughts.
That's just piranhas, and then they won't swim at all because piranhas will eat their ass. They're trying to swim.
That's a good point. JK's always been on that shit. Don't totally burn the bridge. Don't completely let go of the tether cord. Who's to say? Who's to know? Shout out Mr. Big Time. Albright's Fur Farm. What is the message in the King Solomon scripture? It's diligence. Jesus too. able to think outside of the box, be diligent, don't make things hard when you have an axe or a chainsaw. Okay. Little perspective there. I like it. Stay diligent. Keep moving. Use your mind. Don't work harder. Work smarter. I like that. Shout out, Mr. Albright. Ken Buckler, our great friend over there at Radio Free Hub City. You can find a way or you can find an excuse. Absolutely. The choice is yours. Don't be a bitch. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out Ken Buckler. Chris Oswald, mama. Have a spectacular Friday. Don't be a bitch. See y'all later tonight. You better believe it. Chrissy boy, shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you tuning in as always. All good. That must be everybody. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel. No matter if you're on YouTube, Rumble, or on X, as a reminder, you can always get in the live chat and we will pop them up on that third segment of the day. We love connecting with you. Hey, if you're somebody new in a show and you just want to say, hey, hi, hello, we love that too. We love seeing new viewers. So don't be scared. Don't be scared over there in the chat. Be popping it up.
Your mama wasn't.
Your mama wasn't. Why you scared? Who's say, who's to know? But that there is the third segment of your fine morning show. My friends, 28 minutes after the top of the hour, just about perfect on the hour and a half. So it's time to wrap this bad boy up the only way we know how. Get you some reminders, get you all the way up to speed, get you feeling real good. If you're not already, I don't know how. That'd be pretty much impossible. But we'll get you real ready to go on about this Friday and turn some obstacles into opportunities and turn the old open sign to closed and see you again on Monday. Now, how do we begin doing that? Well, we start by checking back in with the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Swirl One. Any final thoughts, comments, reminders, perspectives, questions, anything in between for episode 684?
My friends, TGIF. Thank Grandpa. It's Friday. We're going to be kicking it live on the greens tonight for the spaces to kick off the Gagpot, the raffles, and then we will kick down the doors to Club GACC. Bring the vibe, bringing it to you live, either on the Twitch stream or in the VC in the Discord. So tune in however you like, but it will be a great time. That starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the DJ Partey starting promptly at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So there's that part of it for you guys. So you can pull up, hang out with the grandpas, maybe hang out with me a little bit, maybe hear some tunes of the iPod human variety. And with that being said, I want to thank all of the listeners, whether it was live or recorded this entire week. Had a great week of growth and development. I hope you soaked something up. Hope you got some notes. Hope you got a little something to keep you going throughout this weekend. And if you get to this weekend, spend some time getting all the things that you know you need to get done. If not, you're a bitch. Just saying out loud. Keep 10 toes down. Have a great week. And thank you so much. Daisy, appreciate your contribution, man. You killed it back there, bro.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
There's that. I'm telling you. Yes, dance party on Twitch tonight as well. So we'll see you guys on the greens.
Shout out, Swirl One. Appreciate the hell out of you. Thanks for all your knowledge, your insights, your perspectives all morning long. Feel like it would be a great time to remind everybody of the quote, don't spend your weekend escaping the life you're currently living. Maybe utilize the weekend to build the life you've been dreaming of. Who's to say, who's to know? Couple of reminders for you before we officially wrap up this show. Number one, once again, TGIF Gag Space and DJ Swirl One Dance Party. You heard the times. You heard everything from Swirl One right there. Do not miss out. I'm telling you what, the vibes are going to be hot tonight without a doubt. Bruh. And why might that be? Why might that be? Well, my friends, you've heard us say just a little bit over the course of the show that we had a high-quality meeting yesterday for the future of the Diamond Hand Media Group, the next phase of what we intend to do. If you don't know, you won't know. We do host a yearly event called the J&J Weekend Getaway that we are currently working on fast and furiously. It will be at the end of June. There will be many more announcements and things coming up. We are targeting June 27th, 28th, and 29th. So if you need a weekend getaway to disconnect, indulge, explore, network, have some fun with some other high-level humming beans, and get out of the daily fucking monotony and not go to a networking event where you're going to be judged and you got to tell everybody how big your dick is and how awesome you are, and you just got to sit in circles and fucking listen to other people talk that shit, and it's the stupidest thing ever. Nobody wants to go to those. That's why we created the J&J Weekend Getaway. We saw problems. We went to events after events after events, and we have created a solution, and this is third annual. We cannot wait to provide it to you this year in Chicago, Illinois. Last 2 years it's been in St. Louis. Swirl One's obviously up here in Chicago with us now. So that also leads us into something a little bit more. Now, I can't give you everything quite yet. We're still crossing some T's, dotting some I's, making things all work out how we're exactly going to do it. But you are going to see a lot of promotion start to come out. You're going to see a lot of videos. You're going to see a lot of different things. You're going to might say, why the fuck is this coming out? So I figured it would be a great opportunity to just get you up to speed. The meeting yesterday was basically to bring more events to the Chicagoland area, to Lincoln Park, and to various suburbs in our area. We had an amazing conversation with a high-quality company that has 20-plus bars, restaurants, and nightclubs in this area, and they want to work with us to start providing some various events to their patrons and do some real interesting and cool shit. And wouldn't it just so happen that my right-hand man is a professional DJ that also doubles as a human iPod? So just maybe some of these doggone sets are really going to maybe start to tee up and get those waves, get those vibes feeling for what you might be seeing live in prime time. And I will tell you that within about 45 days, 30, somewhere in there, I don't know the exact day, but right about that ballpark, you are going to be seeing a DHMG presented event featuring DJ Swirl One live at a nightclub in the city of Chicago. We have made shit happen. We have pulled some strings, and this will be the first one of many. I've said it time and time again. All we need is an inch, and we will show everyone who gave us an opportunity why they should have gave us a mile from the beginning. I can't thank every single one of you enough that have given us the opportunity to show up each and every day. It is because of you guys that show up, that got us to 684, that repost, that like, that allow us to have a little bit of clout on the timeline. The more you do that now going forward, the more it's only going to improve this, improve these events, improve the gateway, improve your lives. Because we would be crazy if we didn't try to also provide more value for those who have provided so much value to us. So my friends, again, I can't thank you enough. The next phase of the Diamond Hand Media Group is coming hot and heavy. I actually made a full real breakdown video of it yesterday. I went to put it in the gateway and it was just not posting in the gateway. It was really pissing me off. So I'm sorry, everybody. I'll try and post that again today so you can have a full breakdown. I really went deep into the shit so all you gateway members can know a little bit more. But just so you know, big things are happening. New changes are coming. And who's to say, who's to know what names, what brands, and what areas you just might see getting involved with the Diamond Hand fam.
Woo! Could also be a booking that came along the way too, for said Swirl One to maybe be direct support for somebody kind of big here in this area. So I'm not going to tell you exactly about that, but I would target somewhere in the middle of May.
Yeah.
Their show too.
Oh yeah. I would definitely do that. And, I just kept speaking that into existence. I said, this is going to happen. This right here is going to happen. Again, my uncanny ability to speak shit into existence right now. I just need to keep fucking doing it. That's all kids, just keep paying attention. I'm telling you what, you're about to see some shit happen. And if you're looking for the links for our social platforms, for our website, for other places to find this show or our other shows or anything DHMGXGACC, you can find it all in this episode's description. Located right below the summary, all of the main links. And if you're laughing looking at those links while you are, maybe you could hit that subscribe button, turn on a notification bell, hit that like button as well. Honestly, just take a moment to smash the shit out of whatever buttons you see on your screen. Sorry, I was getting a little wild with that earlier on in the show, because it only helps us grow and flow and continue to make this show and all the shows that fall under the Diamond Hand Media Group umbrella bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, but certainly not least, my friends, before we officially hit the bricks for the day, make like geese and get the flock out, make like a cabana and banana and split. Who's enough? We must remind you of 3 key and crucial things. Number 1, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse.
What?
So stop banging your rattle on your high chair like a little baby back bitch. Click out of that sucker and get back to work. Number 2, even a dead fish can go with the flow.
What?
So stop floating downstream. Try turning around and using those fins that God blessed you with for a change. And number 3, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask that you would know that at DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for investing your most valuable assets with us here today and throughout this week, your time and your attention. You could have invested in 1,000,001 other places, and the fact that you did here, we are forever grateful. We'll continue to pay back that investment to you, give you some high-quality ROI by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours. Go out there today. Shine so bright they don't know what time of day it is when you're around. Turn a couple of those frowns upside down. Hold the door for all those around. Just be a super soldier. You know the vibes. But for now, my friends, that's all we got coming your way. We'll catch you tonight on TGIF GAC Spaces and then the DJ Party. Maybe another space before then, a show, a live chat, a Discord, a VC, a DM group chat, the Gateway, baby. Wherever you find us or we shall cross paths again, you know what the vibes will be. But until then, friends and family, we shall see you on Monday morning, same time, same place for more motivation, inspiration, and good vibration. But for our Mr. Producer, Derek DZ Snow, for the co-host with the mo-host, BJ Swirl One Sparks, and for yours truly, Colton Capp Soroka, we can't thank you enough for starting your day the right way here at FNF, baby. Have a fantabulous rest of your Friday, unless you have any other plans. And my friends, we officially bid thee adieu, and we say unto you, peace and love.